A few years ago I started making a game, but if you see here it says single player. And even you boys seem to have different opinion on that, so we're making the game multiplayer. Also, in single player it's fine to have this, but now I need a character, and because of the story it will be mainly a robot. So for the model I started making a leg, a foot that for some reason turned out like a sewing machine, so I had to change it into this. Then I made a torso, a human arm that I attached to a robotic shoulder, while the other parts is just a human shoulder. At this point the robotic hand was just pretty straightforward to model. I just have to move it.
What the hell is even that?
Well, I know what you're thinking, but no. This is a perfectly shaped hand. I definitely don't see anything wrong with it. It's a 10 out of 10, okay? Alright. Rigging was, okay?
Okay.
But let me show you this. Did you know that if you create a pole and a target, those weird bones coming out of the knee and the heel, you can have inverse kinematics? Yep, and that will help you making animations. Is this supposed to move like that? I don't know, it's kind of weird, man. Hold on, I'm just moving the wrong bone. Let me try this one. Wait, it's even worse, dude. What the f? I might need a break from Blender, but you should wishlist the game on Steam. Also, here's how the co-op multiplayer will work. I might be using dedicated servers where players interact with an external server that runs the game logic, but that would mean me paying a lot of money that I clearly don't have. So instead, I will allow one player to host the server. So let's say 4 players want to play together and blah blah blah, who cares? So let's try to make this happen in Unity. First thing first, I downloaded Fishnet, which will be our networking solution, and respectfully yoinked it. Then we need to make the player visible because we don't want this, but I don't know if the character is ready yet. Yo bro, you good? I don't know about that. Well, we need a temporary solution and we all know what that solution will be. And boys, I introduce you Jeff. Then I added some basic coding to make it work, and now before testing, since all my friends are busy being imaginary, I had to borrow this. So now it looks like I actually have friends. And finally, it's time to test. I first started testing basic movements, then I went through some object spawning, and some other stuff like placing objects, where for example other players are not able to see your preview when placing, and surprisingly everything was working fine. Then I tried to test animations, and yeah, I said tried because what the hell is this, bro? Why is this even moving? Anyway. Again, the character is not ready yet, but we made some improvements, and I'm not gonna lie, now he got some moves. And he even learned some other tricks that I'm not really sure about, but yeah. This is getting a little bit weird. I then made some basic animations like walking and the idle one so that we can test them in Unity later on. Now, Jeff was a good servant and a great friend, but it's time for him to retire. So I replaced him with a new character that, by the way, you can name in the comments. And after setting him up as the player prefab, I finally tried it. And like she once said, it was kind of tiny, but fortunately in this case we can fix it just by scaling it. And with that done, wait, what? And with that done, here's the final animation. Now he's finally able to walk around to idle, apparently breathing, and whatever this is. Alright, you might have noticed a cavity pretty much right here. And if you remember in the previous episodes, after a few attempts on drone making, I created Gerald. It was supposed to be just a simple drone, but it somehow turned out more like a character of some kind, that we all now love and treat with big respect. I mean, we even have a Gerald emoji on Discord. So I had to give him a more important role in the game. Therefore, I decided that he will be part of the player, waiting right here for someone to summon him. Now, there is only one problem. Gerald is a big boy. And this is him when he's scaled down to fit the player. And if you ignore the fact that he looks really drunk, you can clearly tell that he's tiny. And I really cannot make the player this big just to make Gerald fit, right? So I have 2 options. First, make Gerald physically expand when used, maybe with a better animation than this one. Or second, use this old shader that I have done a while ago and make him spawn and despawn. Comment down below and pick between A or B and subscribe. Did you know that actually only negative 15% of you are subscribed? Can we make that number at least a positive one? Also, don't forget to wishlist the game because, I don't know, it's like really appreciated. And beside that, I'll see you guys in the next video.